Now McCann. Low to high on the near side. Stark, as the power play expires, slung to the near side. McCann firing and he scores! The Big Red had gotten Travis Mitchell out of the box, but McCann effectively with that power play still working. Mitchell wasn't able to get back defensively. He sniped one inside the far pipe under the blocker of Matthew Galida, and we got ourselves a 2-1 game.
Take another look at this one, and what is essentially a power play goal is a pass all the way across circle to circle, and that a little traffic in front gets past Galida. And a goal on the board for the Raiders. So with just 3 shots on goal, they're able to put one into the back of the net.
Sal McCann now takes over the team lead in goal scoring. The senior from Wainwright, Alberta, with his 9th of the season. Up on the near side. Locke over skating, but Mullen going to keep it in. Back to Rigish, fire, and he scores! Just like that, the Big Red with the answer. Michael Rigish up top, and it's a 3-1 game.
And how about that from Rigish, and the Big Red answer right back. You give one away, and why not make that lead 2 goals again? Right back, and a goal there from Rigish. We're going to take another look as he fires it on and up over the glove hand of Ferrier. A clean shot, a clean goal, and it's 3-1.
Well, you know, it's the little things when you're playing against an opponent such as Cornell under normal circumstances, but you're talking about one of the better teams in the country, and that just was kind of a poor effort at a clear just after you climb back into this game when you've clearly been outplayed. And here they come again, a shot by Berard, that one off net, and it rings around the boards, but you just can't afford to make a loose clear like that. Cornell had 2 skaters there, and then they had their way very easily with Andrew Ferrier. Hard to fault him on that one.
And if you're Colgate, that was your opportunity to gain some kind of momentum, and then it's instantly taken away by lack of play.
And Drew fired, and he scores as he maneuvered out from behind the net. He goes upstairs, and the Big Red on a roll.
And how about that? I was just going to say, right as it seemed Colgate was getting a little bit of momentum, here come the Big Red. 2 goals in succession there, and now a 4-1 lead. What a sequence here for Cornell as they come back after giving up the quote-unquote power play goal, and now hold a 3-goal lead.
Now we talked about the defense for Colgate, kind of caught at times running around, at other times standing around. They just had 3 players, if you saw in the replay, clustered around 1 Big Red player in front. Max Andreev had all the time he could ever want. He came out and picked a spot.
You're going to get a clean net like that, a wide open shot. Why not take it? He's able to go just like we saw in the last goal, above the glove hand of Ferrier, and put it in the back of the net.
Big shot from the line by Meyer. That one off a stick and into the corner, and the Big Red going to push this one all the way down. And we'll get an icing whistle here with exactly 2 minutes to go for period number 1 with the Big Red. A 4-goal outburst here in the opening 18 minutes. And a 3-goal cushion here. Good to see from the Colgate perspective. Ben Scharf back out on that last push with Bobby McCann, but the Big Red here just picking a spot. Look at the cluster of Colgate defenders in front. And Cornell, they've got pretty good depth as far as skill, and you can pick anybody out there with that puck. They're going to have their way with Ferrier.
When you get a wide open shot like that and an opportunity to put the puck on net, you have to take it. That's exactly what Andreev did. Gets the goal for 1.
Pass Sean into the corner. He'll collide there with Steinberg. So 2 freshmen and 2 sophomores with the goals. Pretty good representation by the underclassmen here in the opening 20 for Cornell as they lead Colgate 4-1. Heiskanen behind the net. Cairns spun around. Malott awaiting the attempted clear up the near side. He'll spot Heiskanen coming through center, and here comes Noah Ball. Bounding puck off of a Colgate stick. Betts over for Cairns with 75 seconds to go in a first period that's pretty much been all Big Red. Kyle Betts gets knocked down. Another power play coming for Cornell. They haven't needed it, but they'll take it. A second player goes down. Now Malott comes up throwing an elbow at Colgate's Ross Craig. Cairns with it as we drop down under a minute to go for period number 1. Galida off for the extra attacker as Locke turns it near circle. Locke, right circle, Kyle Betts all by his lonesome. Penner made the recovery and then got the touch on the puck. Tripping the call as Kyle Betts drew the infraction, and the Big Red to get their third power play chance.
Take a look at the penalty here as Betts was getting around the backside of the net, the stick in there, and a obvious trip. That one pretty much textbook right there. So we'll send Colgate and Craig into the box. And now to close out this first period, the Big Red going to be on the power play.
Well, Ross Craig to the box, just kind of getting back into the flow of things. He missed 14 games earlier this season due to injury. We did not see him in the last get-together between these teams here at Lina. That was the 3-2 overtime win by Donnie Vaughn's Raiders last season. One of just 5 times the Big Red has failed to win in the last 38 head-to-head matchups against Colgate. Fairly dominant, but they did get the OT win last year, but they are in a world of hurt here with a half a minute to go in their opening period, and the Big Red already on top 4-1. Into the corner. Regish looking on as it was cleared away from him. Morgan Barron bumped awkwardly into the far wall. Regish to flip it in deep. Berard looking to corral that bounding puck, but Panetta up with it. He'll fling it the distance. Galida straying out into the corner. He'll now vacate and leave it there. Just 5 seconds to go in the period. The Big Red will have a pretty good portion of this third power play to carry over into the second as Barron's low flip steered up and out of play by Ferrier as our first period comes to a close here in Ithaca. Still, looking at those shots, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense with the domination Cornell has displayed here. 11-3, the shots favoring Cornell, but the Big Red, they're shooting nearly 40% as they get 4 goals on those 11 shots.
Yeah, and if you're Colgate on the other side of things, you take a look at how many shots you had yesterday, which was 9, and you'd think that that's the one thing that they really want to try and focus on, is try and test Galida in net. But at this point, they are on pace to have 9 shots for the duration of this game as well. So Cornell has been able to possess the puck, and even on the defensive side, they have not given up any kind of offensive opportunities except for that 1 goal scored by the Raiders on the power play. 20
minutes in the books, a very profitable one for the home team as Mike Schaefer's club has built up a 4-1 lead. Take a break here heading into our first intermission. You're watching Ivy League Hockey on ESPN+.